Hello everybody, Preach back again, and today we've got another Voltrove V3 25mm. You all know how much I loved the V3 35. I use it all the time on the Zero S. Speaking of Zero, Mr. Tony P from Zero Mods, thank you very much for sending this out my way for review. We all know no one else was going to fucking send it to me, hey? So thank you very, very much. We're not going to waste any time because we're very excited about this. If you've been watching any of the other Voltrove videos, you know that I'm a big, big fan now. So let's not waste any time. Let's go down. We don't even have to put a build in it because I already know my coils are fucking in there. So let's go down. Let's have a look at it. We'll come straight back up on top and I'll give you my fucking hard take on this thing. Unbiased because no one's fucking paying me to say this shit. See you down there. Oh, here's the packaging. Your Voltrove 25 V3 is going to come in. Didn't notice these stickers on the others, but the EG and all them, they all have these stickers, same as the Vapors Cloud stickers. I quite like them, very easy to see. I don't know who's making these stickers for everyone, but most companies have the exact same sticker on their shit now. A bit too scared to turn it up. We might be alright, but yeah, very nice box. Very, very nice box. Let's open this up. A little pamphlet in there. O-rings. Oh, that's clever. That's very clever. 1-to-1 scale as well. That's cool. Like that. Nice. And here is your RTA. Looks like it's that same mirrored fucking sort of finish, that chrome. I didn't like that. Everyone knows that they start flaking off and shit like that. It's not exactly clear, is it? But it's not as dark as some of the other ones either, I don't think. And there's the coils already fucking in there, because why would you run any other coil? Apparently these did very, very well in here. If you're curious as to what these coils are, these are Tim's coils, and they are the Preacher's Revenge that are a .09, and they go really fucking hard in most things. They're a 2.5mm coil, which a lot of people think is small, but for the right deck, they are delicious. So Mr. Tony P said that these coils were perfect in here, and that's exactly what I want to fucking hear, because these were the coils I was going to install. So thank you for leaving them in. I appreciate it. And it really is. It's just the same V3. It is a very small deck though, isn't it? A very small deck. I want to measure that because that is fucking tiny. Like, super fucking tiny. Let's grab the calipers. Right. Okay. What are we looking at? Wall to wall there. No. No fucking way. No way. Let's go from here to here. There to there. That's what we want. Stop sliding up. About 18mm. 18mm deck. 18mm. That's fucking tiny. Tiny. But it really looks good with those coils in there. I love the bottom airflow V3 design personally. I know everyone else prefers the V2 design, like this here, and the EG that I've got here. You know, I am a big fan too. I do love the V2 style, but I am a big fan of this design too. Just don't like these glasses. I really don't. A half turn there on the top cap, and very nice machining. Very nice. As it always is with Voltrove, the machining is absolutely impeccable. And remember, this thing's been used already. I mean, hardly, but you know, it is technically used, so, and it's still fucking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Very upset that it's still, I wish they would do a matte finish, because I want to run this on something, and it's matte, so I think we're still going to. Anyway, set that aside for a second. You do get the big bubble, which, you know, a lot of people like. I'm not going to use that. What else is in that box? All your O-rings. and you can match those up, I guess, to the paper you've got. We're not going to use any of that stuff in that box there, because this looks great just as is. So let's throw some fucking wick in, stop fucking around, and we'll go straight back up on top. Alright, grab our cotton, gonna feed it through nicely. I love this cotton. This is a QP snow cotton. If you haven't tried any, definitely worth a fucking try. If you haven't already tried it, it's just so fucking fluffy. Gives off amazing flavour, zero break-in. It's probably the softest and fluffiest cotton I've ever used, so do with that what you will. Do I use it for everything? No. Kind of on special occasions I use it for the right thing. Make sure it's not too tight in that coil there. Alright, there's nice. Then we'll grab our skizzers. I'm just going to cut right in line with the bottom of that deck there. I need some new scissors. These ones are getting real bad. Not too much of it came out, just because this shit is already pretty fluffed. You just sort of want to make sure it's all moving in the same direction, of course. You know, it would help if I fucking stayed on camera, hey? Maybe that's why you cunts don't like me reviews. I know you've probably already seen a couple on this, but like I said, whee! And that's why I need new scissors. No cunt wants to fucking send me products anymore, so I'm really thankful for Mr. Tony P for getting this out my way. And that's more than enough cotton in there. That little bit's fucking getting away from me. Getting away from me. Get in there, you little bitch. Cut the top end of that a little bit short, but that's okay. That will go in there once I get some juice on there. And now you guys understand why I usually juice my shit first. It's just easier. Just so much easier to juice your shit. Juice your shit! Speaking of juice, few people have reached out. Anubis did. Thank you very much, Anubis, for reaching out, for wanting some of my white stuff, which is what we're going to use here. Got a disgustingly old bottle. Don't look at the labels and shit, because oof. We're going to wet this nicely. Some people are going to be saying, oh, there's not enough wick in there. No, trust me, there's plenty of fucking wick in there. You can see it. You can see it all here. It's just floating there. It's just floating in place. And that's what you want. You don't want to slam it in. It's this side where the top end got a little bit, yeah. But once you get some liquid on there, that'll all form anyway. See? Beautiful. You don't want to jam it in there. You never want to do that with any Voltrove, from what I've fucking noticed with my experiences. You just want it to be sitting in there, barely sitting in there. That is more than enough cotton. You know what? If I was using Muji, it would have been cut even shorter, I can promise you. But this stuff wicks like a fucking champ. Check the coils, they're ohming in at a 0.09, the way they fucking should be. Looks very nice. Let's put her all together. There you go. You see your juice flow there. All the way left, you're a little bit open. You open there, and you close off all the way to the, well, I'm turning counterclockwise, so I should say all the way right, and you still open a little bit. All the way left, and you're fully locked off. So it should have been fully locked off either way, I think, but you know, whatever works. Somewhere in the middle is fully open. So don't go that way, don't go clockwise and then fill it, because you may find you run into a bit of trouble. Go that way, then pop your cap, then fill the bastard. Great giant fucking kidney holes that we're used to on all the Troves. And we're going to see how well my wicking holds up. I'm telling you, I've done a good job. So all you cunts down there that say I can't wick, suck a dick. Let's go up on top. Let's vape on it. Alright, we're back on top. with the Voltrove 25. I've swapped the tip out for one of Bearded Viking's custom drip tips. Just I'm so used to that QP sort of style. And yeah, on top of the broadside, Bat Rack custom button. Shout out to Kylie and Craig from Bat Rack here in Australia. Do some amazing custom stuff. In case you haven't ever seen any of my beautiful Addy stands here, go ahead, have a little zoom in. They're fucking beautiful. They do great work. Anyway, back to the Voltrove. I feel like this is the first time it feels like I'm reviewing someone else's work. So, great job, Tony, on the positioning of those coils, because I wouldn't have done it any differently myself, mate. You've got them really, really high, which is exactly where you want them. You want to sort of optimize as much airflow from this as possible. Shut up, birds. You want to optimize as much airflow from this as possible, because unlike other Voltroves, this isn't as airy as you're expecting. I mean, it is. It gives you what you need, but when you're used to using the 30 or the 35s or the fucking, like I am, I only use the 38 and the 40, you know. I've got a 35 here that I do love, which is a V3. That's still huge too. Insane amounts of airflow. When you're bringing it all the way down to this 25, I measured the deck. You saw the size of the deck. Very, very small deck. You're not getting that airflow. You're not getting Voltrove airflow, which I think most of us expected from a 25. Especially a 25 V3. I feel like if there was a 25 V2, probably be getting a bit more airflow, but it's going great with those Preacher Revenge in there. It's not restricted by any means, but it's not Voltrove like air, you know, which once again we've already gone over that. I could get stuck on that all day. It is almost the perfect hit. The perfect hit. Now keep in mind this, if you build this with your 3mm coils and you don't have them as high set as mine, it's going to be way more restricted than what I'm talking about right now. But this is almost a perfect vape. Here you go. Nice, hot. Those Preacher Revenge are a very, very hot coil. 2.5mm is perfect for them because you're getting extra air in whatever addy you put it in. It's making up for the fucking insane heat transfer coming from those coils. I love a nice hot vape, hence these coils. Once again, if you skip to this just to see my final thoughts, well, fuck you, but Tim's Coils. Tim's Coils here in Australia, Preacher Revenge. Yes, they're named after yours truly, for a good fucking reason. I can't really fault this. It's a lot lighter and a lot thinner of a construction than all your other Voltroves that seem like really thick, chunky metal, you know, just really bulky, thick, hard to fucking break, almost indestructible type steel. Whether this feels like, if I was to drop this, it might be kaput, like it might bend. Like, it's not flimsy by any means. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not as beefy and strong as what you're used to. Does not take away from the performance. The machining is still next level Voltrove machining. Everything's fucking silky smooth. That juice flow is just beautiful, back and forth with fucking ease. The airflow, however, is a little bit on the tight side, which I'm going to say is not a con. Like, you can move it, don't get me wrong, but compared to the other Voltroves, yeah, a little bit on the tighter side. But this vapes like a fucking champ. I've wicked it beautifully too. So, fuck you cunts if you say that I tucked too much in there. Like I said, if I use Muji, maybe, but this QP cotton is perfect. The wicking's keeping up great. The flavour's really fucking good. Now, I can see why this is not going to be everybody's Voltrove. A lot of people, if you go back and look at the V3 that I did, the 35, I remember saying, that was the first Voltrove review I did, and I remember saying to people, that, what the fuck's the matter with you? What is the matter with these Voltrove fanboys saying the V3 is shit, or the V3 is the lesser of all Voltroves? Because I beg to differ. Being someone that loves QP devices, I love the fatalities and stuff like that. It's very reminiscent of that style, and that's the way I like to vape. And this is no exception. This is actually better than the 35 V3 by quite a bit, I think, too. Are you going to run series in this? No chance in hell. I can't see anyone attempting a series build in this, and why the fuck would you? But if you put a build like what I've got in there right now, very, very low ohming build, very, very warm, you're almost getting a series like fucking hit off of it on a single cell anyway. Once again, they've done a stellar fucking job on this. I can't fault anything. I really can't. Machining's next fucking level. The appearance is beautiful. The vape is incredible. Slightly tight on the tolerance of the airflow. Might be on purpose. They might have just made it a little bit tighter in comparison to the old one. Shut the fuck up, birds. Anyway, I really can't fault it, except for the glass. I hate these glasses. I don't know why Voltrove keep doing it. It's nice, I guess, when you first get it. But we all know what happens to them, and it does not take long, and they start looking like absolute horse shit. So I wanted so badly for them to stop doing this. I was kind of hoping the bubble wasn't like that, but the bubble's like that too. So I could do away with these glasses just because they don't last. The appearance of them do not last. Other than that, it is ace. The only other con I can give is that when you go one way, your juice is fully closed off. In the middle, it's fully open, but all the way the other way, it's still a little bit open. Is that on purpose? I don't know. If you look back at the M30, I was sitting down. Excuse me, I was sitting down there. A lot of people claimed that the juice flow was all over the shot. Like, some people would go all the way that way, it was locked. Some people would go, no, it's only fucking half locked that way. I think that was a QC issue. I believe Voltrove may have done this on purpose. You go all the way that way, it's less than halfway open. All the way that way is fully closed. All the way that way, in the middle is fully open. Don't know if it's on purpose or not. I have been purging the shit out of this, as you can tell, and we haven't even got condensation yet. But I can't make it leak. When I say I'm purging, I'm fucking purging. And it's not going anywhere. So the wicking's keeping up great. It's not fucking leaking. And the performance is right up there with the M25. This is almost a perfect tank. Almost a perfect tank. Change that little tolerance. I wish it locked both ways. And I could do without this glass. Other than that, for a Voltrove, for all of your tubes, it's about time we had a Voltrove that fit all of our tubes. I know a lot of you guys out there have the 30, and you run your 30 on all your 30 tubes. That's great. That's fine. A lot of us out here still enjoying our 25mm tubes from the old days. Not everything has to be 30 or 40 or fucking the Colorado. Nothing needs to be that big all the time. And I think it's a real nice change of pace to have a Voltrove this small, this dainty, this lightweight. And it's very, very well done, as always. So huge shout out to Voltrove for doing a great fucking job. Huge shout out to Zero Mods and Mr. Tony P for actually sending me this device to fucking do a review on. And I can tell you right now, mate, you're not getting it back. Sorry. You're just not getting it back. I mean, I might shoot you some money for it, but I might not. I might just never speak to you again. This is mine now. Fuck off. No, I do believe that Tony was not the biggest fan. So I would love to hear everybody else's opinion. If you've picked one up from your local or wherever else, let me know your opinions on what you think of this Voltrove. because it's not what I know a Voltrove to be, and it's better. It is better. We're gonna rate it. We're gonna rate it. Get ready for your socks to be blown off, because this right here is an easy 9. Easy. Great fucking job. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Angry fucking coils. I'll see you soon. Take it easy, everybody. Remember, keep on vaping. Keep on preaching.